how you asked me to keep an eye on Joey.
Still winding himself in knots?
Great big ones. Add to that, getting over involved with the patient.
Honing his bedside skills, no doubt. Why is everything so intense with him?
Intense is an understatement. He just gave this woman's daughter an earful about not looking after her properly. Seriously, he's all over the place. All soppy 1 minute and then flying off the handle the next.
Take him off the case. He's stressed himself out.
Yeah, I think it's actually more than stress. He was really odd with this woman. All possessive or personal. It wasn't like he was treating a patient. I don't know how to describe it.
The last thing I need is a nurse falling over. Talk to him.
Dinesh, I just wanted to say, I don't want you passing up an opportunity just because things are tense between us. The scheme will be brilliant. So many people will benefit from it.
I agree.
And they need you. You should be involved. We both should.
It's not going to happen. I have feelings for you. Real feelings. Feelings that you do not return.
But we're good friends. At least we were.
I can't cope with seeing you any more than I already do.
Stop it. It's not funny.
Yes, it is. Finally, Kieran's going to court me properly. Oh, you were so smug. Meanwhile, Mr. One Night Stand is sweeping you off your feet.
I was not smug. The whole thing is just horribly confusing.
How? You got flowers and lunch and champagne.
Kieran bought the champagne, not Sunil.
Kieran?
It was totally out of spite. This morning we agreed our game-playing days are over and now he's all smiling and happy and foisting oysters on Sunil.
So, today, you agreed not to make Kieran jealous, but when you ended up with another man, accidentally, you got mad because you didn't make Kieran jealous?
Yes! I mean, no. Oh, why am I even bothering? Kieran doesn't treat me like a princess and Sunil wants to give me the world. Maybe Sunil is my Mr. Right.
Okay, stop talking. Now. Number one, Sunil is not your Mr. Right. Number two, you're in love with Kieran.
Well, not anymore, I'm not.
Zip it. Number three, there is a valuable lesson to be learnt from all of this. Sex.
Pardon?
You heard me. Kieran and that stupid cello player, you and the Indian love god. All that sweating and fumbling around, and what does it really achieve? Now, because you're both my friends, I'm willing to ignore this. I don't care about Kieran business and try to unravel the ridiculous tangle that is your relationship.
You are?
You leave Kieran to me.
Inside's okay. There's air conditioning. Everywhere else is humidity hell.
Don't be such a girl.
Did you just call me a girl?
Yes. Try summer in Gujarat. Oh, tell him, Dinesh, about the humidity at home.
Mr. Cobden is ready to be discharged. Can you organize it?
Of course.
He's not pleased with being given the flick, I take it.
It shows he's moving on. Isn't that a good thing?
Not if he's going to be rude to you, it's not.
He's moving on, Scotty. We need to move on too.
You're right. How about I cook us dinner tonight to celebrate?
Okay.
Just okay?
Yes, please.
All good?
Yeah, she's a lot more comfortable now.
Must be due for a break.
No, I'm sweet.
You're overdue for one. Go on.
I'll be okay. I want to be here when she wakes up.
I'm happy to keep an eye on her.
What's your problem? I said I want to be here.
Joey, can we have a quick word? Patsy's going to be fine, but there are other patients who need help.
Actually, no. She's not going to be fine. Her scans have just shown up a malignant ovarian tumour, and I want to be here when she gets the news.
Her family are here for that.
Her family don't give a damn.
Rubbish. Joey, if you keep getting emotionally involved with the patients, you're going to end up in a screaming heap. Now, I know you're doing it for the right reasons, but you cannot sustain it.
Okay, 1 minute, I need to connect more with patients, and then the next I'm going too far.
Hey, calm down.
I will not calm down. What the hell do you want from me?
Poor man, why are you being so mean to him?
Mean? I'm not the one flaunting my new boyfriend in front of Kieran.
I thought it was off with Sunil.
I really don't want to discuss that.
And poor Kieran didn't want to see you canoodling over lunch either. Did he get a choice?
Poor Kieran. He bought us a bottle of champagne for being the restaurant's most romantic couple.
So much for ignoring you.
Sorry?
Kieran is incapable of expressing himself in an adult way. Instead, he works through his issues with game playing and point scoring.
And Libby is just as bad.
Leave me out of this.
Why is it that when you finally find the right one, the one who is not gay or married or your boss, you do everything you can to push them away? If you just both stop being so stubborn and competitive for 2 minutes, maybe you'd have a shot at being happy.
Well, I'm in no position to commit. There's Sunil to consider.
Oh.
So it is on with Sunil.
Mother.
Oh, look, Libby, it's your boyfriend.
Hey, Libby. Hey, Tanya. Mrs. Jeffries.
Yvonne, please.
I was about to ask Libby out for an after-work drink, but since you're here, I'll ask the permission of the mother instead.
Oh, it's fine by me.
Oh, unfortunately, I have a lot of work to catch up on.
Oh, then I'll call you later. See you again soon, I hope, ladies.
You are a car crash waiting to happen.
What?
Nothing.
I saw you eyeballing me.
Oh, I'm just feeling very lucky. Drinking lovely wine while my boyfriend cooks me a lovely dinner.
And not an unwanted fiancé in sight?
He was upset today, wasn't he?
Dinesh. Rude is the word I'd use.
He's avoiding me at work. He even turned down being part of an Asian health initiative because I'm involved.
She'll get over it.
But I feel so responsible. He came here expecting a wife and a family and a home. Now he has nothing. He'll be so lonely when he moves out of Uncle Vijay's.
He survived in London all by himself.
This is different.
Different would be having dinner without Dinesh hanging over our heads.
Don't be like that. I was just being open.
Perhaps if you were really open with me, you'd admit you're having second thoughts.
It's a crazy thing to say. Shut up and cook.
Just so you know, we've booked an ambulance to take Patsy to the oncology unit at Central.
Sweet, well, I'll go with her.
Thanks, but I've already arranged a transit nurse.
But she knows me.
It's organised. End of story. Take time out.
Give me a break, Alice. What's the harm in me going with Patsy?
The patient is being transferred. She's no longer in our care.
But she needs me. Okay, nobody knows her like I do. She is a good lady. You know that she, feeds the birds and gives them all names? She even puts out a beer for the rubbish bin. And yet, when the kids in the street mess about, she gives them a good rack up.
You're talking about your grandmother, aren't you?
No.
Listen to me, Joey. I'm speaking to you as a friend. You're burned out and you stop making sense. Get some counselling.
You listen to me, Alice. You're the one who needs help. Right? You know nothing. How dare you judge me?
So you do love her,
Yeah, very much.
and you want to be with her.
Of course I do.
Then can you please put an end to this craziness? Because if you could see how confused the poor girl was, it'd break your
But I
heart.
want her to be confused. Trust me, there is method to my madness.
If you say so.
After years of watching Hugh Grant movies, my sweet and gorgeous but highly deluded Libby has become brainwashed into believing some fairy tale ideal of love. She believes without big romantic gestures or extravagant overtures, love doesn't exist. The problem is that I see love as something entirely different. For me, it's about being real. And that drives Libby insane. But what she doesn't realise is that it's not Hugh Grant that she wants.
She doesn't?
No, she wants me, but the real me. If I let her mould me into some foppish, chinless wonder who worships the ground she walks on, she'll go off me in 2 seconds, and I don't want to lose her. So, I'm going to resist her efforts to change me and make her realise it's our very differences which are keeping the spark alive.
I will never understand you people.
I'm very excited about the Asian health thing. I can think of lots of areas where there's room for improvement.
You could say that about the health system in general, couldn't you?
Sure, but when you think about the amount of Asian patients we see with specific problems that they face, language and cultural barriers.
The same problems Tongans new to the country face, or Somalians, or even the odd bewildered local.
So you don't think it's a good idea?
We're all living in one country. We should all focus on the one health system and getting it right.
But it's not that simple. It makes sense to take a person's ethnic background into consideration when you're treating them.
Why? So you can serve them ethnically appropriate meals if they're admitted?
No, because it could point towards precursory causes of illness.
We have little enough time now to deal to our patients. Waiting for these consultants to turn up and observing different rules for different people, it'll put even more pressure on us.
Maybe we won't always be able to wait, and it will take time to find a manageable way.
It will also use up funds needed more elsewhere. Shanti, it's political point scoring by the DHB. Surely you can see that. Now, we have ice cream and chocolate sauce for dessert. Why don't you go relax and I'll be there in a minute.
Hey, Jerry, just in time for dinner.
Oh, there's a plate for you in the oven.
No, thanks, I'm not hungry.
And grumpy to boot. Bonus.
No, don't hassle me, alright? I've had a bad day.
Again?
You'd be angry too if one of your colleagues told you needed counselling. Or because I took the time to take care of this poor woman who found out she has cancer. Screw that. Screw Alice bloody Piper. What?
You've been a bit tense, that's all.
Worse since your mum showed up.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean that I need my head read. It's great now her crap is rubbing off on you too. Alice is determined to bring me down.
Maybe she's just trying to help.
Yeah, Jerry, maybe counselling would be a good idea. Because, let's face it, you are losing it.
Well, maybe you're right. You know, maybe I've been letting work get to me a little bit, but it's because of the promotion. You know, I've got all these extra responsibilities and pressure. I feel like I've got to prove myself every day.
Yeah, so don't waste your time being stressed out here too. Take a load off and have your beer.
Sit, breathe. I'll get you dinner.
Thought you were off home.
Shortly. I was just sorting through some of Brenda's things. I gave her this card last year. May there be many more happy birthdays to come. Who was to know?
Mum, why are you doing this to yourself?
I promised Lachlan that I would help. It's not been easy, though. She was such a strong woman.
Not always.
She had a drinking problem, yes, but she was getting on top of that. Then she got a bee in her bonnet about the arrests. She was such a good nurse.
Shove over. I'll help.
You bunch together all the personal things and I'll deal with the work stuff.
What's the work stuff?
Printouts of emails. They arrived after she died from some foreign hospital, St. Saviour's. Plus, a whole lot of statistics from last year and this year. Lord knows what she wanted with them.
It could be hospital business if you'd handed it to Scotty.
Oh, he'll be long gone. Oh, as we should be. I'll drop them into Scotty tomorrow. Come on. We'll shout us both a pizza.
Okay, so, what do you reckon? A DVD or should we head out for a bit?
Actually, I'm quite tired. I think I might just head home.
Only if I let you go. What's wrong? Are you mad about something?
Actually, yes. I'm offended at the way you put down the Asian Health Initiative.
Hey?
Whether you think so or not, there is a real need for such a service.
Okay, that's your opinion. I don't have to agree with it, do I?
No, but you don't need to rubbish the scheme either.
Rubbishing? All I did was point out a few obvious flaws. Irrespective of colour, we all have the same health problems. There is no need to treat one sector of the public any different to another. It's racist.
No, you're racist. We are not all the same, Scotty. We have different cultures and different values, and that must be respected. By refusing to acknowledge that, you refuse to acknowledge everything that I am.
You're overreacting. I wasn't getting at you personally.
I have found a way to make a difference, something that means a lot to me. And all you can do is laugh and poke fun at it.
Okay. I didn't realise it was such a big deal.
But you don't realise a lot of things. That's the problem.
Shanti, don't go.
Because of you, I have cut myself off from someone who understands me and respects me. Right now, I'm really starting to regret that.
A former rugby star embarks on a sailing adventure with amputee Eamon Victory and learns about living with a disability. A new series, 2 for the Road, begins tonight at 8:30 here on 1. Julia has a